Precious Jesus, wilt be with me to the end.
Yes, again, welcome back. Program Inside Story, and this is your host by uh, Soli Dio Gloria Trio, and that was Mayan, Ivy, and Diana. So they are one of the song leaders here in Kelowna SD Church. Okay, so I think Ads Tito is still with us right now, and we will move on to our story for this week. And I guess everybody knows, or most of us already know about the story. No? So the story is all about a teacher from the US that he volunteered as an English teacher or an English missionary teacher to Russia, no, with the name of Winston Crawford. So Winston Crawford had a student named Sasha. So one time, uh, Winston invited Sasha to our church service, and he was really disappointed by the feedback nga diin. Instead nga malipay siya unta nga gidala niya dito si Sasha sa church, but through his disappointment wala malingaw, no, marag wala ma-entertain si Sasha because he is an atheist in the first. So but what Winston did, so what he did is he just pray for Sasha that someday God will touch him. Okay, so uh, so the good thing with these two friends, they bonded to each other. In fact, Sasha also invited his teacher Winston to go or to visit his place or somewhere in Finland. Yeah, they bonded to each other. So there is a connection between the two already. And sad to say, Winston ended his term as a missionary and went back to the US. So what did the friends do? So they just communicate to each other. Could be in cell phone or could be an email. Although it's not the same, it's the story. And the good thing, uh, Sasha, Sasha mentioned to Winston that he'd like to read about the Bible. So, naga-question na si Sasha about Bible. And in fact, Sasha invited Winston to study with him. No? So, wala magduha-duha. No? So that's really a call. Wala magduha-duha si Winston. Of course, dot ni nga or sa ilahang pag-study, which is also reflect to himself. Also a coincidence nga nahitabo sa ilaha. So, in fact, Sasha was really amazed with what Winston explained to him. Ko na gyud. Uh, Tingnon ta nag-eager na gyud siya, no? Nag-eager na gyud siya nga gusto na nga motuon sa makadaghan. So Sasha asked Winston to study with him for twice in a week. So in ana kanindot ang ilaha karon nga banding sa matagusa. So what Winston really like to emphasize that although this is not an easy task for us, no, as a commission or as a bearer of the light, kinahanglan pod nga there will as dito about the idea of our story for this week.
Siguro ni siya nga mga tao dugay na ning gibuhian og gani dugay nang walay connection siguro no,
Correct.
pero
Yeah, correct.
tungod sa pag-ampo ni brother Winston na diin
Winston. Yep.
Winston nga diin tungod sa iyahang consistent nga pagampo ang Ginoo naminaw gyud niya. Bisan tinuod
Exactly.
unsa
Amen.
kadugay unsa kadugay sa panahon, no? Wala siya magdahom nga diin usa ka unexpected nga mga butang. 10 years, grabe kadugay Ads Rickson no? Unya ug ndot Ads Rickson ang gihimo sa Ginoo nga diha pa gyud sila na meet sa laing nasod, no?
Yeah.
Gamay ra gyud kayo gamay ra gyud kayo ang lugar para nila. Tungod kay nag-aabot gyud sila sa usa ka lugar, gani nag-meet sila once a week, sunod tungod sa ka-eager ni Sasha nga diin nituhop ang balang espiritu nga duha ka simalaw sa usa ka semana ang ilang
Sa
pag-meet, no?
kasemana, 2 times a week.
Pagkanindot
Yes,
sa
yeah.
2 times a week pagka English usa ka English teacher
Oh,
volunteers, no? No? So nindot kaayo Ads Rickson nga kita usab
so
makabaton og espiritu nga diin sa pagkamay ng puon nga diin ang atong mga pagampo mahimo sa tungod kay
that's correct.
usa ka dako nga handom sa Ginoo nga diin kitang tanan maluwas, no? Ug makapuyo niya ng langit nun puloy-anan nga giandam alang sa mga matarong at
Amen. So this is really a coincidence with Ads Tito that we have also our guest for today nga diin usa pud ka teacher.
mo
So no nindot pod ang ato karon day, no? So okay. So we will move on right now to our points of discussion. So I guess Ads Windel is already ready to project our point of discussion for this week. So ingon diha no sa ato ang screen karon, if you have the screen right now, it says here, there's need of coming close to the people by personal effort. If less time were given to sermonizing and more time were spent in personal ministry, greater results would be seen. So it's taken from the Ministry of Healing, page 143. So importante gid kayo ni Astito ang connection, no, personal connection. If you want to reach out someone, there should be a personal connection. Okay. Let's move on to number 2. It says here, those who have been most successful in soul winning were men and women who did not pride themselves. Take note on their ability, but who in humility and faith. So to help those about them, Jesus did this very work. He came close to them whom he desired to reach. It means to say it's not really our own effort, but what really matters most is our humility and faith to Jesus. Okay, so that's also taken in the Book of Gospel Workers, page 194. And lastly, point of discussion, or I mean point, the last point I'd like to share with you, it says here, by personal labor, reach those around you, become acquainted with them. Preaching will not do the work that needs to be done. Angels of God attend you to be to the dwellings who you visit. This work cannot be done by proxy. Money, I like this statement, money lent or given will not accomplish it. Sermons will not do it. By visiting the people, talking, praying, sympathizing with them, you will win their hearts. This is the highest missionary work that you can do. So it's also taken from Testimony for the Church, that is in paragraph 9, page 41. So, nindot kayo Ads Tito, no? Ang point number 3 nga, it says here, is about talking, praying, and sympathizing with them. It's the way also that we can win hearts, no? Adiin makuha gid nato ang simpatiya or the empathy itself for those people nga diin gusto nato i-connect. Ads Tito?
Mao na siya ads nga makaingon ta ba nga makaingon ta nga ang kinahanglan gyud ay nakita nga mga isip usa ka mga magtotoo diha sa Kristo nga atong gidawat siya nga personal nga manluluwas. Kinahanglan gyud ay mag-effort data ads nga diin musulti ta kung unsay atong nahibaw-an, kung unsay atong nahibaw-an sa kamatuoran nga diin kinahanglan atong yung ipahat sa uban. Kaya ngano man tungod sa kay sa pagbalik sa Ginoo basig panilingan ta ads nga diin wa ta makahimo sa pagsulti. So mo to'y giingon dito ganina sa number 3 point of discussion nga din bubuhat lang gyud ta. Basta kay ang pag-convince dili ato, ang pag-convince tungod sa balaang Espiritu Santo. Kinahanglan nga mabuhat na gyud ta. At least nga nining kalibutan na ang atong pagpuyo, ang atong kinabuhi. Mura siya makaingon ta ba nga kanang murag arang-arang kay naka himo gyud ay Lord, ikaw na bahala nako, no? Mo bitaw na usahay nga bisag asa ta mahimo ta nga magministry, mahimo ta magministeryo bisag asa ta trabaho, mahimo natong i-share ang pulong Ginoo sa ikaulaw.
Yeah, so no I really like the discussion about especially nga diin kining topic or the story itself nga we need also to establish friendship. Okay, in my case also especially nga kami karon nagpuyo mi sa dili nato tumutuong tag-iya sa balay, we tried to establish friendship. Dili siya kuan ads, dili siya sayon kay especially if mo silang diretsohon mahitabo marag mukuan sila musibog sila, they would create a gap.
Ma-prejudice mo hinon. Bulikay na hinon.
So that's really so what we did add, we just do our on what especially consistent lang yun nga. We go to church and we explain why we don't eat these things in that way. Yeah. Unsa jud ka in the right time. Okay, so do we have any response from our viewers through our
si Ads Windel basig na siya makita diha.
Okay. Verse 17 to 19 it says, "Pray without ceasing." This is one of the favorite memory verse by the children. Paul said, "In everything give thanks, for you quench not the spirit." Amen. Okay. So we will be right back in reading our full comments that is given by our viewers, and we will also be playing some songs, two songs. I mean, the second song is entitled "You Gave."
With no home was found, with a state as deep as darkness fills the night. Was it lying the depression of my state, but that you found me at all is simply grace upon grace. You gave your dream, or in the joys that this life brings, but just to be the reworkmanship of God, to know His will.